Hey y'all, it's Just Melodies coming to you with another review. 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 Today we're going to be talking about Drake's new album, Scorpion, that released on June 29th. This album features two different sides, A and B side, with 25 songs. He addresses in one of his songs that, the album is so long because he is trying to get out of his deal. This album is very long, but is filled with a lot of gems and is pretty much Drake's open letter in his diary. This album starts off with the song Survival, which is a very somber beat. The beat is very simplified and a little bit repetitive, but I guess that's okay because it is the intro. In this song, Drake is going bar for bar, no chorus, and that is what Drake is famously known for, just going bar for bar, but usually in those songs, he's like spilling his guts out. The song Survival is like a summation of Drake's journey in the music industry, the ups and downs, and the uphill battles that he has, but also in the song he's reassuring himself that he's made for this. Survival was sampled by Claude Larson's song Telex. Then we transition to the song Nonstop, and immediately when this beat drops, it's like your shoulders just want to move. You're like, ay, 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 ay. It's one of those. Once again, another simple and repetitive beat. And this song, Drake is like bigging himself up. He's real cocky, he's real confident, and it's a good follow-up, especially coming from the first song, Survival, where he's talking about a lot of his problems. So this song was sampled by Mac Daddy Jew's song My Head Is Spinning. In the song Elevate, the background vocals are just so heavenly. It's like the heavens are just opening, and it's just very just out of this world, very peaceful. Elevate is where we start to enter the complexity and the production. In the first verse, Drake is rapping, and in the second verse, he starts to sing and he turns it into a ballad. My favorite line of the entire album is in this song where Drake says, "I want to thank God for working way harder than Satan. When I tell you story of my life," I said, yes, Drake, you better thank God. In this song, he's talking about his success and how he's able to now provide for his family and his loved ones, but also being able to enable his friends and his family to be able to do it on their own and be successful as well. Those are real friends. In this song, Drake is really just paying homage to his humble beginnings and where he started and how he's become the artist and the icon that he is today. So here's where the album takes a very pivotal turn. This is the song that everybody seems to be talking about, Emotionless. In the song, we get great background vocals by the queen herself, Mariah Carey, where this song samples her song Emotions. This song gives me a very old school gospel sound. Drake is pretty much saying in this song, keep the fakeness, he don't want it. And one of my favorite lines that he has is, he says, their actions are out of character even when they rehearse. Emotionless addresses how Drake feels that the OGs of rap just don't receive him, they show no love, they're jealous, and he talks about that a lot in his music. Drake talks about the social media stunners, the take me back people who post pictures of trips from like 2 years ago, the people that don't really travel but just want to social media stunt. Take me back. Emotionless is the song where Drake finally addresses the rumor of him having a son, and he actually confirms it in this song. At the end of this song, it's this really beautiful, angelic piano solo that I really like. Then we get to God's Plan, where this was the video where Drake was being very charitable. He was donating a lot of money throughout Miami to different schools and different students. I'm actually really surprised that this song was on the album because you know how Drake is. He has really banging singles that does numbers on the charts, and then when the album drops, it's never on there. So I'm really surprised that he put this song on the album along with I'm Upset. And since we're talking about I'm Upset, that's actually the next song on the album. This song really reminds me of I was running through the six with my woes. The way the beat kind of builds up and then it just drops and it makes you want to just get up and just dance. It reminded me a lot of that. This song basically just talks about how people try to extort him for money, mainly women, and I'm just like, here we go again. Drake, stop messing with women that have these qualities. How many times do you gotta get bitten for you to realize that these girls ain't for me? Here we are at the song 8 out of 10, where Drake kind of talks about how when he drops a project, the world kind of stops. Everybody's listening to him. In this song, he talks about how he could be really vindictive towards people that's done him wrong, but he's transformed and he's the good guy now. When we get to the end of the song, I was literally cackling, okay? Because he put Plies at the end where he's like, I can't be bothered with you. No. And so literally I kept rewinding that part of the song just to hear that part again. It was hilarious. Plies is a fool. 8 out of 10 samples 2 songs, and that's the Detroit Emeralds, You're Getting a Little Too Smart, and Marvin Gaye's song All the Way Around. Here we are at Mob Ties, and as soon as the beat drops, you like, okay, Drake is about to go in. He is about to light some folks up. I really like the drums and the percussion and snares in this song. And in this one, Drake is pretty much like, there's no making up. Once you cross me, you're done and you're dead to me. In so many words. Can't Take a Joke has a really dope beat, and it's another song where Drake is talking about all of the problems that he has with people. And after a while, you start to thinking, Drake, why are you always having problems with people, and why are you always the common denominator? Maybe it's you sometimes. I don't know. He just has too many problems for me, and too many problems with too many people. In Sandra's Rose, Drake shouts out Kentucky. We know that he's a huge fan of Kentucky. In this one, Drake compares his success to Adele. And we know Adele sells records now. And so it's a bold statement, but hey, Drake sells too. The song Talk Up features Jay-Z, which I'm really surprised by because we haven't heard Jay-Z on a Drake record in a while. This song is over a trap beat. The song Talk Up is talking about the money, the accolades, the success. In this song, he has a really annoying part where he goes, you know what I'm saying? Ay, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of annoying because it's like, did you run out of things to say? And it happens throughout the song. And I'm just like, yeah, he could have kept that and probably just added verses instead. When we get to Jay-Z's verse, it's a lot of drug talk, which I was kind of over. And towards the end of his verse, he addresses the X killing. And he's like, how do y'all kill X, but you let Zimmerman live? I remember around the time of X's death, I would see a lot of comments on social media saying that exact same thing. So Talk Up samples NWA's song Dope Man. Then we get to the last song of the A-side, Is There More? The title of this song kind of has a double entendre where it asks the question, is there more? As in, is there more to life than just tangible and material things? And then also, for it to be the last song of the album and be called Is There More? It then transitions to the B-side, so there is more to the album. In the first verse, Drake pretty much flips all the negative things that people have said about him into positive. An example of this is when he says, the only lacking I do is my lack of responses. And he kind of goes on for the next few lines with that type of vibe. There's some contradiction in the song where Drake has a line that says he has to lie to the people that he has to protect. But then, few lines up, he says the only lying that he does is lying in the tropics. It's like, which one is it, Drake? Are you a liar or are you not a liar? Rolls eyes. Drake is saying in this song that it has to be more to life than just the material things and the yachts and all the nice and fancy things. What about the important things like time with your family, time with friends, different things like that? And so he just wants more for himself. Is There More is a song where Drake says that he released this double album to get out of his deal. At the end of the song, you're gonna get a sample by Aaliyah, More Than a Woman, which I was super excited about because I love Aaliyah. Drake has always expressed his love for Aaliyah. Passion, instant sweat beads fill me. Cupid shot me. My heart beats racing, tempt me, trap me. Feels so exciting, thought of highly. It's yours entirely. I'll be more than a lover, more than a woman, So that was a nice end to A-side, and it was a nice end to the song. So y'all, we have made it to the B-side of the album. Finally! Long album, I know. The first song on the B-side of the album is called Peaks, where it's a very slow tempo. It's a ballad in which Drake sings throughout the whole song. There's always going to be at least one song on a Drake album where he just sings throughout the whole song. Then we get to the second song of the album, Summer Games. In this song, in the background, we get like these traditional drums, and it makes you want to get up and do these traditional tribal dances. I really like that piece of it. Summer Games talks about the roller coaster ride of a situationship, especially during the summertime. You do know folks be acting up in the summertime. It's almost like the girl that he's talking about in this song is purposely cutting up because, hey, it's the summertime. Folks like to be single in the summertime and be free. And then when it gets cold outside, they want to start cuffing people. So that's really the rule of thumb in our generation today. The song Jaded gives me a very 90s R&B feel. You even get the legendary Jodeci ad-lib, "Ooh yeah." Drake is feeling really vexed in this song, and how he talks about how he wants to say how he feels, but he knows if he does that, it's going to be really hurtful. He wants to work it out, but the girl ends up leaving him for a man that is a lesser version of who he is. This girl had a lot of potential, but she didn't give Drake a chance. Now we transition to the single Nice for What, where Drake samples "It Could All Be So Simple," Lauryn Hill's famous, legendary song, X Factor. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this song because we all know what this song is about. It is talking about woman empowerment, and so we all know, ladies, we're here for this song. When this song comes on in the club, we are dancing our butts off. And so the song Finesse is a very somber beat, and in this one he's talking about how you compromise in a relationship, but in compromising you lose a piece of yourself. Ratchet Happy Birthday is sampled by Eddie Kendrick's song Just Memories. This song, to me, this song is like a mockery and sarcasm and satire of a girl's birthday, but a basic chick's birthday. Then we transition to the song That's How You Feel, where Drake is getting played by yet another girl. I know, that's a surprise. This song samples Nicki Minaj's live performance at Powerhouse, Boss Chick. And I think that this sample really added a real funky, hood, New York flair to the song that I really liked. In the song Blue Tint, we get a surprise feature by my fave, Future. You didn't know that it was coming because it doesn't say it on the song, but I was so happy to hear Future. In this song, Drake has a line where he shouts out "What a Time to Be Alive," which is one of my favorite, favorite collaborative albums. In the next song, In My Feelings, it samples Magnolia Shorty's Smoking Gun. In My Feelings has a very New Orleans sound, and if it has a New Orleans sound, why not put the king on it himself, Wayne? This song has a snippet of Wayne's Lollipop song. We all know it's not a Drake album unless Drake is name dropping some of the girls that he's been involved in, and in this song he does just that. At the end of In My Feelings, it samples an Atlanta episode. Now we transition to the song Don't Matter to Me, featuring Michael Jackson, and everybody is wondering, oh my god, how did he get Michael Jackson on this track? How did he get a Michael Jackson feature? And it's like, you guys, come on, let's have common sense. We know that Michael Jackson has a lot of unreleased tracks, and obviously Drake was able to get a hold of one of them. This song talks about how some people indulge themselves in alcohol and different types of drugs to kind of get over a breakup, and that's their form of healing, which we all know is absolutely wrong and does not work. This song is really about an unstable, trifling relationship. The song After Dark features Static Major and Ty Dolla $ign, and this song samples a Maxwell song called The Sweet Theme. Once again, in After Dark, you get a very old school 90s R&B sound to it. You'll get the "ooh yeah" again. Pretty much Drake is saying in the song, I want you to trust me, I want you to take me serious, so I'ma show up to your house after dark for a booty call. Cause that makes sense, right? Okay. Now we transition to the next song, Final Fantasy, where it samples Dorothy Ashby's The Windmills of Your Mind. In this song, you'll get a mix of two different sounds, where the first part of the song gets a very fast tempo, and then towards the second part of the song, it transitions to a very slow tempo. This song is about sex, y'all, if you hadn't noticed. That's it. Here we are. We have finally made it to the last song of B-side and overall last song of Scorpion. The song is called March 14th, and this is a dedication to Drake's son. Drake talks about how he wanted better for his son. He wanted to raise a family where it was an actual family unit. He didn't want to be in a co-parenting situation like he was as a kid because it didn't work well. Ironically, the son is an OVO baby, and he talks about how he's only been able to see the son once because he has issues with the mother. March 14th samples Boyz II Men's song Khalil Interlude. March 14th is probably one of my favorite songs on the album. This is a song where Drake is just extremely transparent, and we get transparency from Drake in previous albums, but this is a song where it's just super raw. Overall, the production for Scorpion was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. The content was pretty good as well. I wasn't really concerned with Drake addressing the fact that he has a son because, listen, that ain't none of my business. What I really wanted in this album was a response to Pusha T. What I don't understand is how Drake had time to release more than one diss record to Meek Mill, but he didn't respond to Pusha. It was kind of like a cop-out to me, and I really wanted that for rap. I really wanted him to address Pusha and have that same energy that he had for Meek for Pusha. We didn't get it, and I was really disappointed about that, but that does not take away from the fact that Scorpion was a solid album. I would rate this album a solid 7. You all let me know what you think. Make sure you leave your comments below. If you like this video, make sure you click up that thumbs up sign. And most importantly, you know you better subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace and love.